And in the beginning, my goal was really to provide the nutrients the body needs. What I learned throughout this process is our soil system is depleted of the nutrients that our produce needs to grow to full capacity and nourish our bodies. And then two, that our bodies were being bombarded by toxins in our environment and some of our ultra refined processed and packaged foods, in our water, in our air. All these are part of the environment, but you get the point. And our body was actually requiring a higher intake of these nutritional vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, amino acids that it wasn't getting from the diet, and was using an exponentially accelerated rate because of our environmental exposure. So the first goal of my dive into Wellness IV was to get people the nutrients they need through intravenous therapy. We can completely bypass the gastrointestinal system, which when you look at the research shows that depending on your gastrointestinal health, and that varies on everybody, but what you would say is most people don't have very good gastrointestinal health. And then when we look at absorptions, they say if you have, stellar or almost stellar gastrointestinal health, you absorb somewhere around 40-50% of the nutrients that you put into your body, whether it's in supplement form or food form. If you have very poor gastrointestinal health, which I would say more of the population is leaning in that area, you're talking about 5 to 15% of the nutrients that you're putting into your gastrointestinal system. So with the IV therapy, we're able to bypass that whole system and go directly into the bloodstream and provide the nutrients directly into the bloodstream, to where all of our cells can access these nutrients immediately. They're directly in the bloodstream. All our cells have access to the bloodstream supply through the circulatory system and the capillary beds and the extracellular fluid and etc. But we're able to give high levels of nutrients to these areas at an accelerated rate without any loss in bioavailability by putting it in through the gastrointestinal system.